Hello, good evening. Welcome back to ThreeFlowing. We kind of try to entertain, educate, and, well, one of those other ones. I have my cousin here today, Mr. Luke, and as opposed to being way and far smarter than I am, he's also a national champion, and I see that pretty ring you got on right there.
Yes, sir.
It's a fat boy.
So, yeah, that is.
It kind of weighs a lot, too.
It's quite the ring.
And you take it off, and, man, it does got some weight to it. And you put it on the finger, and after a while, I mean, my ring finger weighs down. So
I'm kind of jealous. To be
Well,
honest.
if you're looking to give that away, we can take the pain away from your finger.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe.
Hand it over.
You got a few $100s? I'm just kidding.
I was thinking I was going to bring, because I graduated from Tech, I have a class ring from there. I was going to bring it to compare it to how it is to the national ring, but, forgot it. But
yeah,
that's really cool, though. Thanks for bringing that along.
Would it compare?
No, it's not a championship. When has Tech won a national championship? I mean, they did.
That was a
but,
long time ago.
The
Somebody
90s,
said.
so.
yeah.
I can hear all the comments.
Sorry, did I
now.
cut off the
I'm a diehard Tech fan. Just
introduction? Did I
you
cut
can
off
tell.
the
Fair
introduction? I'm sorry.
Anyway,
No,
proceed.
it's
Go
all
ahead.
good. It's all good. So we'll do a background with him, but first, I'm always joined here by these crazy guys. So we got to my right, who is this?
This is Daniel. Hey, how are you?
And who's to the right of him?
I'm the Brazilian guru. Sorry, I had to think about it for a minute. It's been a long day.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, anyway, let's get into it. You just give me a background. What do you like to do? How'd you get this championship ring? Were you on the football team? Give me just a full background.
Quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, my name's Luke, and I'm very happy to be on this podcast with you
Happy
guys.
to have you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's super exciting, and I mean this is a pretty legit setup too. I love it. I mean, you even got the neon sign in the background too. It's neat.
It's a joke that went too far, I know.
Glad you like it.
well,
Yeah,
no,
kinda.
not really. It looks great. I think
Hey,
it looks
brother,
great.
jokes don't fly with me. We're
Joke-
working right now, man.
Oh, working. Yeah, I understand.
Working.
Working.
Yeah. Well, I was born and raised in Columbus, Ohio. Lived in the same house for, I guess I'm 24 now. So I lived there every single year with my parents. I got 3 other siblings. 2 of them are kind of behind the scenes right now, off camera. We got Andrew, Lily,
Hello,
and Eric.
siblings.
We got one of them's being the producer, the other one's being the TikTok queen back in the corner, watching her TikTok, seeing how many likes she gets on her most recent post. But
Of course.
What is it, Lil Queen 6? Something like that. all right. I'm embarrassing her.
That's awesome.
And then we got Eric. So he's over at my grandpa's right now, just hanging out with him.
He's probably
Spending
drinking some Ovaltine with him or something, right?
some- Yeah, Captain Morgan, I think. Yeah.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know if that mixes too well.
But yeah, I grew up there my whole life, and then I went to a small university. It's a private Lutheran university called Capital University. It's in downtown Columbus. And then I was also in the Ohio State marching band for 6 years. So it's a really unique situation because you can go to Capital, and because Capital doesn't have a marching band, you can try out for the Ohio State marching band since it's like 15 minutes away. And as long as you make it in the Ohio State marching band, you can enroll in that class and do marching band at Ohio State. It's a really, really cool program. So that's how I was able to go to a private small college in Bexley, Ohio, and then still be able to march for the best damn band in the land is what we call ourselves.
And how long did you march?
So I marched for a total of 6 years. My first year was in 2019.
Okay.
2020, we had a COVID year. World kind of shut down and whatever.
Yeah, of course.
We still made things work. It was not quite the same regimented schedule that we have, but we still got together 2 to 3 times a week. We practiced a little bit. Every couple of Fridays, we did a performance. We recorded it. There was nobody in the stands.
Okay.
But it was really neat because the Buckeyes also entered the national championship that year, and they actually aired one of our recordings at the national championship.
Wow.
And if I remember correctly, they may have played it during halftime as well. So it was really neat to see Script, Ohio, socially distanced,
And
playing.
Remind
as a
me again,
commercial.
where was that national championship played?
Oh, man. I think, in 2020, was that down in New Orleans? Might have been in New Orleans. I
Okay.
can't remember, but it was against Bama. We got slaughtered.
Jamie,
So-
Andrew, check that. Thank
Check
you.
that. And
Jimmy.
I know now you do have that pretty ring on your finger. And where was this national championship played?
This national championship was here in Atlanta, Georgia.
That was the most
Ooh,
recent,
There
right?
we
That was
go.
the most recent one. Yep. So the Buckeyes, in my time,
New Orleans
Orleans.
confirmed. Nice.
New Orleans, sweet.
Down the bayou.
Yeah. 2019, we lost to Clemson in that heartbreaking interception. It was awful. Chris Olave, he ran the
See you
wrong
smirking.
route. Yeah, Lane over there, he's happy. He's like, we played LSU in the national championship and got killed.
We did well for 3 quarters.
You did well for 3 quarters. Yeah.
It is a 4-quarter game, but 3 quarters we did all right.
Yeah. And then 2020 went to the Natty. 21. Yeah, it was a good time. I didn't go again because it was COVID, so we had to stay home. But 21, it wasn't as good of a year, but we went to the Rose Bowl.
I was gonna ask you didn't do like a virtual marching band performance for that, did you?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah,
Well, yeah. So they did a couple of different things. They had us record our music parts. So like I play first trumpet, and then they spliced everybody's instrument part together, and then they played the fight song, and then they would air that on a bunch of different social media channels. So that was really cool doing it that way. But the recordings that we did in the stadium, they would play I think at the games as well. But because nobody had tickets, the way the Big Ten worked at the time, they were just
Empty stands.
yeah, basically. Basically. So yeah, that was that. But back to the national championship this year. It was a great time. Family was able to go. Everyone except for Eric. I think Eric had a couple of band commitments himself because he's down in Cincinnati.
And I don't want to speak for Eric, but I do know he's also in the marching band, but he's at the Great College of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And he's what does he play?
So he plays saxophone.
Saxophone.
Yeah, plays
He's a very esteemed saxophone player, very, very, very good.
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah.
He's far more musical than I am.
Shout out to you, Mr. Eric.
Yeah, when he watches this.
Can you play some George Michael, perhaps?
Maybe you just gotta tell him.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'd love to serenade you.
Yeah. I think I'd really like that. We might have to set something up. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say.
You
so.
I
get
think it's cool
trumpet
how-
and saxophone. Yeah, all right.
With sax, it's like one of those instruments you can play solo, but also like with a band. And I think that's pretty cool. I mean, I guess you can play anything solo, but you don't see it that often.
Yeah, well, the saxophone's a really cool, and in jazz, like you can make it really somber too, right? And really quiet, and it's really a cool instrument for those cases where you play alone. But then when you add it in with a bunch of different instruments, you get a really rich sound out of band. Really rich sound.
About as
it's a
rich
cool
as
instrument.
chocolate Ovaltine, right? What is that one flavor we like?
Rich chocolate Ovaltine.
Rich chocolate, about as rich as that, right?
I guess so. What is it?
There's a rich chocolate flavor, I think, but
I don't know.
I don't know if
Which
we
one
can
is?
see.
We don't have it out. Well,
Yeah, it's got a blue label. We like the orange label, the classics.
My bad. I'm sorry.
it's all good. It's
No,
all
I
good.
don't think I've tried it.
Ovaltine's really good. It's got 7 key vitamins and minerals. Will give you energy, and they are what powers our show. So
No way. That's awesome.
Didn't somebody take it up to Mount Everest?
they did, yeah. Edmund Hillary, when he was climbing Mount Everest, took Ovaltine with him.
He did.
No
actually.
way.
Yeah.
And so these are the cans right here.
Those are the very cans.
That went up with
They
that
went up
dude.
to Mount
that-
Everest.
yeah, yeah.
Wow, no way.
I only dropped a couple grand
I'm,
on these.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off. My bad. I just-
No, you're
Yeah.
good, man.
That's
maybe
funny.
maybe
So-
it'd be good for you guys. Like you're doing so many calf raises out there. Like
Yeah.
it might help with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The-
absolutely.
seeing some of your routine, because you've showed me videos, the workout, the intensity, the stamina is ridiculous.
Yeah,
you
we
guys
like to
have.
hear about that. If you don't
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, so basically, and before we go any further, I'm no longer affiliated with the marching band just because I've aged out. And we end our season whenever our last football game is, and then you're out of band. And then when you audition for the band again in August, then you're a part of the band. So just moving forward, like I'm unfortunately no longer part of it. I ran out of eligibility, but it was
Gotcha.
all worth it in the end, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I like
So
how
how
it's
many
like,
years
it's
of
all worth
eligibility?
it.
Yeah. So to start out, like practicing wise, we start usually like the first-ish week of June, and everybody comes in. You have veteran band members, people have been a part of the band before, and then you have incoming candidates. Some people have tried out for years and haven't made it, and you also have had people that are just coming out of high school for the very first time, learning a whole new different marching technique. We do what's called a chair step maneuver, and that's where you physically pull your whole leg up, like you're taking a step, right?
Are you flexing on us right now?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Bro's
He's already done it with the ring. What was he gonna do?
Bro,
with
you
us?
want to see my calves?
Bro's flexing again. Look at this, y'all. He's got like the biggest calves I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're pretty
Compared
big,
to
yeah.
mine. Look at mine. Mine are like little chintzy, little,
You just got to come to the summer practices, man. It'll get them
I
Trial
think I
for marching
do.
band.
Yeah.
Gotta get some sweat in. I've been out of shape.
But yeah, we practice for we do 2 practices every week over the summer from 6:30 to 9 p.m. And there's a couple weeks where we do 3 days, and then we have an intense 4-day tryout process. So squad leaders try out on a Thursday, and then the people who haven't been part of the band, what they'll do is they'll come into what's called candidate days, and then they'll basically review everything they've learned throughout the whole entire summer.
Is it Canada days?
One-on-one. Candidate days,
Of
yeah.
the country.
Candidate days.
Canada.
Oh, no.
Candidate?
Candidates.
Candidate days,
Yeah,
okay.
like
Oh, that
presidential candidate.
That must be that Midwestern Ohio accent or something.
Yeah, I know.
I
I
guess
noticed
it's
a bit
not
of an accent,
coming
yeah.
through.
I don't know, man. It's something different.
Yeah. You guys aren't used to that down here
Yeah,
in
no, we ain't.
Atlanta.
Well, I mean, I see you quite often, so I'm used to it. I've
Yeah.
known you for a long time, so
Yeah, you understand me.
I understand.
I was about to say he sounds almost Southern Canadian, so I was wondering.
Oh, I know. I'm that far north, yeah.
Yeah, you betcha.
Hey, at least I'm not as far north as those Wolverines, but
Oh boy,
Yeah.
yeah, Michigan, right?
yeah. The team up north, as they like to call
Just
them.
as a small aside, like what are the biggest differences that you've noticed from coming down to the South versus living in the Midwest?
Oh, man, I feel like that's a tough question because we come down here a few times a year just to visit with our grandpa and see Lane and everything. I feel like one of the biggest things, at least here in southern Atlanta, Peachtree City area, is just the southern hospitality. I think that's the real, you hear about that up north and you come down and everybody's waving to each other, everybody's offering food, everyone's saying hi in restaurants, and there's just something welcoming about being down here that isn't necessarily always offered up north. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's fantastic people in Ohio. I love so many of them up north, but I would say that's the biggest difference. I think another difference is the accent, right? A lot of y'all have accents.
I
and
can
I've
feel
picked up a
myself falling into it right now.
little- Can you?
Yeah, already.
There you go. And now you'll think about it a little bit more too.
Yeah.
But yeah. So those are the biggest things, and I feel like the food down here is just awesome. I'm a guy who loves to eat. I mean, there's a lot of
Yeah,
Shrimp
you're,
and grits,
you're a big
right?
cooker, so
yeah.
You like grits?
Grits.
Yeah.
Oh, I love grits. Flying biscuit grits too.
Those are
Flying
good.
biscuit. We love flying biscuit.
Very good. You a sweet
Trying
tea
to give
kind
me
of guy?
some biscuits.
Depends
Depends.
on what it is. Yeah, I'm kind of picky with my sweet tea, but
That'd be
give me
good.
a good lemonade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Arnold
Chick-fil-A?
Palmer, maybe? Both?
Oh, I love Arnold Palmer's. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Lane used
So
to bring an Arnold Palmer every day to high school. I don't know if you.
yeah.
No, did you
Every
really?
single
I
day.
didn't know that.
From Chick-fil-A.
Good.
Years, but
Sweet tea, man.
Is
Yeah.
Dan Cathy listening? Bubba? All right.
we'd like to have you
we
on,
back.
but,
we back.
what is something from Ohio? Like, what's a good food from there? I've tried like the Buckeye candies before.
Yeah.
Are those,
Staple
those
of
good? or-
Ohio.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love Buckeyes. And, they're so the mascot of Ohio State is Brutus the Buckeye. All right, so you got this up north. We have these nuts that grow on trees called Buckeyes. They're not edible. Sometimes I think people can roast them. Don't quote me on that, but
I'll try it at home, folks.
No, don't try it at home.
Definitely not. Yeah. I think I almost broke my tooth on one.
Yeah,
Buckeye?
I tried one.
How'd you get a hold of one?
This was like 8 years ago when I was hunting with my grandfather.
Where
down
were
in
you?
Greenville. And they had some
grow
Buckeyes there.
Really?
Yeah, I was a little kid and I was like, you know what, I'm going to put one in my mouth. And so I did, and it tasted bad, so I spit it out.
It out. Yeah. They are poisonous.
And my grandfather
yeah.
told me it was
That's what
poison.
I
That explains
thought.
a lot.
Yeah. Sorry, I was getting to that.
Anyway,
But
Go ahead.
yeah, it's cool that they grow on in like little sacks and then they fall off the tree
Right.
in the fall and split open. But anyways, where I'm going with this is we turn that into our own candy. So the Buckeye has like a light brown center with a dark brown exterior.
okay.
And so we decided, hey, what happens if you put a ball of peanut butter and some melted down chocolate?
Oh, I
Let
know
it
what you're
harden
talking
up.
about. Yeah, my grandmama used to make that.
Yeah, it's peanut
Very-
butter chocolate balls. That's what it
Yeah,
is. But we call them
that's what she
Buckeyes.
did.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I've
I
been
do
eating
like
that.
Like a
those. Those are very
Reese's or something, or maybe different.
Yeah, they're very similar to Reese's. I think
okay.
they're so much better.
I bet.
Yeah. Yeah, because you get some of the peanut butter on the outside too, instead of having to bite through the chocolate. But I don't know.
Nice.
It does sound good. I wish we had brought some for
sure.
a little taste test or something.
Yeah, I should have brought some.
Oh,
time
and
to
speaking
do
of
that.
chocolate, somebody we know does chocolate, right?
Yeah.
They be mixing up that chocolate. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah, so our father, he's worked for Ghirardelli for what, 16 years now?
Ghirardelli.
Something? Yeah, Ghirardelli. It's not Ghirardelli. He'll
Okay.
get a little upset if you call it Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli, yeah, like a gear, not gear.
Okay,
Gear.
gotcha.
Yeah, so he's worked there for like 16 or so years, and yeah, he loves it there. Every time we go to a Ghirardelli store, he's always talking to the managers, seeing if we can get a discount on the Sundays and just kind of
Nice.
enjoy them. But
Is it
yeah.
Nice.
is it a parent company of Lindell or Lindell?
Oh, he always tells me, but
Yeah.
I can't remember if Lindt is the mother
Likely,
company.
yes.
Is
Likely.
it? Yeah.
Lindell is the Lindell is
I'm not gonna say for sure. I'm gonna say likely.
Lindor
on
is
that.
the parent company.
I
Okay.
ain't gonna say. Look, I gotta speak in that lawyer language, you know.
Yeah.
Estimated.
I missed something.
But yeah, you got
Lawyer language.
but yeah, you got Lindt, you got Ghirardelli and Russell Stover. They're all related companies, but yeah, he's worked
Okay.
for Ghirardelli for a while.
Gotcha. I'm sorry for just deviating from.
No,
what
no.
we-
Yeah, it's funny. It's just
It is funny.
it's
Oh.
unexpected.
So we're talking about Buckeyes and we're talking about rings and
Chocolate and bands
football
Yes, sir.
and calf raises. So
Calf raises.
what do you want to talk about now?
Yeah, I could go
What do you guys
into all
think?
sorts
and I
of
want to hear
things.
about what tryouts are like for band.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's move into the start of marching band, and then
Yeah,
let's progress
yeah.
through your season.
Let's do marching band because I don't know. I've just been.
No, you're good. Yeah, and I feel like too, like sometimes if you're didn't grow up in a marching band setting, it's kind of hard to like know what to talk about too, because
Yeah, you're
what
right.
we do, I feel like is so different from like a lot of sports, but very intense. But anyways, so back to the whole Canada days where they kind of review what they do for 2 days. They start on a Sunday. It's usually the second Sunday in August, around that time. From 8:30 to 5 p.m., they're doing a music audition and marching auditions.
Okay.
So it's outside in the heat. You go on the yard line. You got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Those yard lines on a football field. You get on one of those yard lines with one or two other people, and you do all the different fundamentals that you learned all summer long. And so then you have the squad leaders who judge your marching.
Okay.
And then they kind of score you based on that. And so there's 4 marching blocks, and then there's 1 music audition. And so they grade it out of 100. The marching scores, they average them out, and then they also look at trends as well to see if you're improving through those 4 blocks.
Oh, man, so it was really intense. Like this is some
Yeah.
serious metrics going on. Like
So you did that for
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Is this like every school does it like that or
No. So
Ohio State is only Ohio State?
I believe so. I know that there are other bands that do marching auditions. I believe Michigan State, they also do a pretty
Okay.
rigorous marching audition. But I would say the vast majorities of marching bands, they might do something light, where
Okay.
it's like an afternoon or maybe even a day.
They just don't got it, bro. They just don't. UGA, y'all got it or what? Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't have the whole Red Coat marching band coming after me. Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
My bro is.
Yeah, because your brother, he marched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a Red Coat
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said euphonium?
Huh?
Baritone?
baritone.
Baritone, yeah.
Him and his wife. Hello. So, but yeah, man, that's a lot of.
And that's just day 1. Day 2 is Monday.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tell me
so-
about that.
So Monday, it's just an extension of the first day. But then everybody goes and they eat with their sections that they tried out in, and it's an all brass band too. So you're with all the other brass instruments. If you tried out, let's say an A row, which are trumpet and E flat cornets, you go out to dinner with A row. And so they pick all different restaurants. A lot of
Y'all
them
trying to
local.
carb up or what?
Yeah,
Mostly?
basically.
Yeah.
Try to recover because our calves are cramping up. Man,
Oh, I
I'm having
get it.
trouble speaking. But
No, I
That-
get it, bro. It's-
That explains the calves.
yeah, they're monsterish.
They're sucking up all the energy, I think.
Yeah, I think so. That's where it's all going.
I think it's
Calves.
probably like, people in marching band and people that play hockey probably have the biggest calves. I think.
Yeah,
'Cause
Yeah.
both they take a lot for sure.
because you definitely, I'm thinking with the ice, like you push off and, there's a lot of stopping and definitely like lower ankle control too that goes on with that, and just balancing. And band, there's a lot of balancing because we have to stay on the balls of our feet. So, right, you got your heel, which is the back, and then the ball of your feet, which is where your toes meet the rest of your foot. And so you're on that the whole time. It's basically like doing calf raises while you're practicing.
You have to wear any special shoes for that, or?
Nope. Most people they wear tennis shoes.
Okay.
Yeah. I found
Okay.
different people do different things. They swear by different things, but I love my custom inserts. There's a company up in Columbus that I go to. They custom mold an insert to my shoe, and I swear by it. Love it. Takes a lot of pain off the arches of my feet and stuff. But for the uniform, yeah, we have specific shoes we wear. They have to be shiny black
Okay.
shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So then, so then back to the whole marching audition. In the evening, they have what's called Make the Band Night. So you have, 400 people going to the band center, which is a part of Ohio Stadium. It's inside, so it's real big event. And they list off everybody's names one by one. A1, Joe Schmo. A2,
Right.
and they just go all the way down to X14, all the way through the alphabet. And so you just see people in the background. They're all tensed up. You can hear a needle drop in the room. It's wild. And then after they hear their name, just relax. Yeah, it's intense because you put all summer into it. I mean, you can see what you can get, right?
Yeah,
You got
exactly.
all the travel opportunities, and you guys have seen us on social media too. We have all sorts of cool connections. Like I met Matthew McConaughey. I talked to Pat McAfee. I got a picture with him. We get to meet the team, Ryan Day.
Daddy McConaughey.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
All right.
We'll have to get into that story of like how you met him and a few of the other people too.
Oh shoot, yeah. So actually, it was with Matthew McConaughey. It was the Cotton Bowl this year. This past year, we did halftime. It was we played Texas.
Okay.
Or sorry, not halftime. It was pregame, and we got done with Script, Ohio, which is our name of the game, bread and butter. The thing that we are known best for is Script, Ohio, and a lot of people consistently rank it as one of the top 10 college football traditions. So, which is really cool to be a part of that. But anyways, we got done with that. We were coming off the field. I'm like, holy crap. Is that who I think it is? He's got the big hat on. He's wearing the orange leather jacket. And I'm like, man, that's Matthew McConaughey.
Like you saw him straight up walking out of a cornfield for a second,
Yeah, exactly. Right. And so I'm walking up to this man, and I'm like, man, dude, I love your acting. It's incredible. You and Interstellar are amazing. And he just said, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Love what you guys do.
Awesome.
And so it was just
Did he
so
have a
cool.
firm handshake?
He did.
I actually
Good.
got a picture of you
I'm glad.
meeting him. That was funny. Yeah. Who
Yeah.
took that?
Hey,
One of the newscasters.
y'all
from
looking at the
Columbus.
picture
Really?
right now?
Yeah.
Y'all looking at the picture? Okay. 3, 2,
Yeah, we'll get that on screen for
1.
everybody.
All right. Should be gone now.
To be fair, it's from the back side.
Yeah.
But it is you meeting him. So
Absolutely.
Y'all
yeah,
saw it,
it's
though.
one of the
Y'all
casters.
saw it.
And Matthew, if you're watching, feel free to come on the show.
Yeah.
anytime.
I'd love to talk to you a little bit more than just a sentence.
Absolutely, we'll have you back on.
Yeah,
if you
I'm
come,
going to travel
so.
the whole universe because I love you that much.
Travel time and space.
Yeah, that's what
Interstellar 2, Ethan wants to audition for it. So
if he comes on, we
He
get all
wants to be
dazed
your
and
son.
The
confused.
guru is going to travel
The
the
guru.
universe.
I love that movie. It's
Well,
a good one.
So you met, Matthew McConaughey. He was
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, great guy. All the ladies afterwards, they were asking me, how does he smell?
Oh, my
And I'm
goodness.
like, I've never thought of that.
Sorry about that, Mr. McConaughey.
Yeah.
you
Actually,
probably didn't even take note of that, did you?
you probably
No,
already
I
know
didn't even
that.
think. I'm like, holy crap, this is the dude. This is the guy who was in Interstellar. I was like, this is sweet. I wasn't even thinking about how he smelled.
Why would anyone
Well,
really?
If you
Yeah.
did, that might be
Yeah.
another conversation.
Odd.
Very
odd.
Trying to keep it
So-
family friendly here, y'all.
Right.
So what about Pat McAfee?
Oh, Pat McAfee. Man, I think it was the Cotton Bowl. So Pat McAfee, have you heard of Kirk Herbstreit, one of the game day announcers?
I think so. I think
yeah.
so.
Also an Ohio State player and alumni.
Alum. Yeah, absolutely. Big Ohio State guy. So I think they're all friends. And who's the other?
Fowler?
No, I'm drawing a blank. AJ Hawk.
Oh.
Yeah, AJ Hawk. So they're all buddies, right? And the Buckeyes were playing the Cotton Bowl, and so I think at one point you had Kirk Herbstreit say to Pat McAfee, "Hey, I got sideline tickets. You want to come down and watch the game?" And so yeah, Pat McAfee went down to the Cotton Bowl down in Dallas and watched. So before we went on for halftime, again we were like, holy crap, holy crap, is that Pat McAfee? Let's get a picture with him. So not every band member, but I would say probably half of the band was just lined up to get a picture with Pat McAfee. And he was like, man, I love you guys. You guys put in so much work, and I love what you do. And just going on and on and on. And just a real down to earth guy. He's hilarious too. So he's got another killer podcast.
I'll have to check it out.
He's the Colts kicker, just making.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he kicked for the Colts. Yeah.
I'm just making sure I'm not getting that wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's a killer dude. He's got a personality too. If you've ever seen him,
he seems very, extroverted, extravagant.
Yeah,
Kinda like the
absolutely.
Did you see RG3?
Ooh.
Reggie?
Huh?
Reggie Bush?
No. He's on the sidelines, isn't he? I'm not confusing that again, am I? No. Which is it RG3? It's got a. I'm probably just digging myself a
no.
hole. Who am I
The
thinking of?
The Michigan guy, Desmond. Yes. Is that
That's
who you're thinking of?
That's probably who I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Well, he's got hot
I
takes.
swear RG3 though is down. Anyway.
Yeah,
But that's,
Whoa, I just came
you
back
don't
to
like
Earth.
Desmond?
Well, not that I don't like him. I think he's got some hot takes. You ask a couple of Ohio State people, they might have different opinions. But
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah, no, so any other interesting people you met?
Did the ladies ask how Pat McAfee smelled?
Yeah.
No. I don't think the ladies like him as much as Matthew McConaughey. That's funny. No, but Josh Pate. Have you guys heard of him?
Who's that?
Don't
Josh.
think so.
So he's one of the podcasters at CBS.
Okay.
He really good show, like high quality. We love his content. He travels to what he thinks is going to be the best football game every Saturday.
Okay.
Sometimes he's up in Columbus, sometimes down in Tuscaloosa, sometimes over in Athens, Georgia.
Kind of like game day.
Just
but
depends.
Just
Yeah,
for him.
game day, but it's just him. Yeah, and small crew of people. So it's really cool to see him. But yeah, he was just kind of hanging out down at the end zone one day, right before we went off to our skull session, which is like a pre-concert before the game. And I said, hey Josh, like I heard you were coming. I got a Buckeye for you. And so I had one of those actual nuts that were dried out, and they were safe to touch at this point because they're not poisonous. I gave it to him. I'm like, hey, make sure you say something on your podcast on Sunday, all right? And so for sure, like the next day, Josh Pate, he was like, I met a really cool band member, blah,
That's
blah,
cool,
blah.
man.
His name's Luke.
Hey, we got to put that on the
Nice.
screen too.
Yeah.
Maybe pictures of that. Are y'all looking at that? Maybe.
Might
maybe
be
not.
copyrighted,
Yeah.
but
It might
maybe
be.
we can link to it. Maybe.
No copyright. No
Yeah,
copyright.
we could do a link, and I screen recorded it too. I don't know
cool.
if
That's
that
very
works,
cool.
but I could send it your way.
But
We'll see if we can do that.
But
Yeah, that's
yeah,
awesome.
it was really cool. So yeah, I would say those are the coolest people I've met. Jim Tressel, I got to meet Ryan Day as
that's
well.
cool. There you go.
Yeah, the Lieutenant Governor of Ohio now.
Okay, very
Yeah,
Which one of those?
Jim Tressel.
Tressel?
Yeah,
Okay,
Ryan Day's
interesting.
now the head coach at Ohio State.
So, what a name.
Yeah, cool guy. Cool guy.
but
But yeah, Ryan Day got a selfie with him as well. We like to grow out mustaches before the Michigan game. That's one
I
of our
saw that in the
traditions.
show notes. You tell me about that.
Yeah, it was really cool. Really fun tradition because it's we have to be clean shaven for every
Okay.
football game. We stem from the ROTC, and so we adopt a lot of the same regiments that they had, right? So you have to be clean shaven. Your hair can't touch the
Right.
collar, right? Really militaristic type stuff. But you can grow a mustache. So that's the only facial hair you can grow all season long. So you can only imagine you got everything from like the 6 hairs along the lip to like full grown, like Harambe looking,
I mean, you look good. Your
Mr. Hayes
mustache looks good.
Yeah,
Mr.
Handle on
Heidi's
it.
mustache, potentially. Y'all know.
Yeah, this took a couple months to come in with some good grooming, but yeah, my mustache when I met Ryan Day, it was like I think it was like 5 or 6 weeks old, young, honestly. 5 or 6 weeks young, and it just looked horrible. And so I got a terrible picture, and you got Ryan Day with his jet black, thick beard.
You gonna send us that
luscious.
picture?
Yeah, I'll send it.
I was going to say, I
Absolutely.
think these cameras have mustaches on them too, I'm pretty sure.
Do they?
At least one of them does.
Oh my!
It's pretty good. It's like a
Yeah.
Mr. Hayes, I would say.
what? Let's
Oh
see.
shoot, you're the only one with that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, why aren't you growing it?
that's a little difficult for me to do,
Yeah,
but
takes a couple months.
maybe one day.
Yeah.
I mean, I can grow out something of a mustache, but it's just not all that wonderful. But
Yeah, I get that.
Maybe it
I don't
looks,
have
like
the same beard genetics as these gentlemen.
looks like a little bit like a catfish, you know?
You gotta do one of those beard roller things.
Yeah.
Beard oil.
like
I've heard
What is
Ryan
that
Day
brand
use
I've been
beard oil.
seeing?
Yeah.
There's one brand I be seeing on YouTube. What is it called? It's like Beard Club or something. Or what is it called? Y'all
I have
know?
no clue.
You know, Andrew? Can you grow a beard? No. No.
He said no.
Come on, man. You gotta look like Santa Claus handing out that candy your dad be giving you. You know,
Ghirardelli.
those chocolates
Yeah.
around Christmas time.
Well, yeah, that's funny. Eric, I think Eric, our other brother from
can-
in
Eric
Cincinnati,
can
I think so. He's got some scruff. He's got a good
Yes.
base,
Okay.
but
Okay.
yeah, I think it's just more about being patient with it. I think, as
Yeah.
I'm sure you know, but
Yeah, I mean, I think I was blessed. My brother, he can't really grow much of a beard.
No.
Bruh.
He's like
sorry,
Andrew.
man.
So
He knows.
I'm looking
Yeah.
at my show notes here.
sure.
So we talked about the tryouts. I'm curious, game day experience. What is what's it like to be game day, getting ready to go on the field, getting out there, playing in front of God knows how many thousands of people.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
there's got to be nerves, but
yeah,
you
I
guys
was-
have got to be locked in.
Yeah, y'all nervous?
yeah.
Like,
What's it like?
Okay, so I got to start you from the beginning again, right? You got a noon kickoff. All right, that was my very first game day against FAU. 99% sure it's a noon kickoff. You got to be there 6 hours before kickoff. All right, and then our section does 30 minutes before that to practice doing our pregame entrance, called ramp.
Okay.
So 5:30 in the morning, we're out there practicing, going down that ramp for pregame. 6 o'clock morning rehearsal starts. We do some stretches, we do some breathing exercises, we run through the music, we watch the film from the day before to see kind of where we can do last minute corrections for the halftime show. Then we go outside. We go outside and we practice for about an hour-ish usually. Usually get to do like a drum through, play through. We do uniform inspections, all that fun type of stuff. And then it's lunchtime. After lunch is when the game day experience really starts. So we get down inside Ohio Stadium. We're on the field at this point. Everybody blocks up into a parade block. And then we cadence up and we walk across the street to our old basketball walk. We march across the street to our old basketball arena to do what's called skull session. You got 10,000 people in the crowd just listening to our cadences, us coming in.
Right.
Then we go down and we get to play a bunch of fun like pregame hype music, and we'll go run through our fight song or halftime show. And the team comes walking through. You got Brutus, you got Ryan Day, everybody involved in the team comes walking through. A couple players give some speeches, talk about the game, gets everybody all fired up. We get to play our State of Ohio song, Hang On Sloopy. They walk out. We finish skull session, and then we have some time to hang out, kind of with family members and friends and whatnot. But skull session, I can't say enough cool things about it. So I would highly recommend checking it out if you're interested on YouTube. They live stream them too. Every game,
Very nice.
2.5 hours before kickoff. Every home game for Ohio State. After that, we go to the stadium. We march back over. And at this point, there's thousands of people on each side of you, just like cheering and screaming, yelling.
Nice.
And they'll, if you're up in Michigan, they'll be yelling at us, saying some pretty nasty things about our mustaches. But back to Ohio Stadium, right? Like we march down, and we go down and we sing "I Want to Go Back." We get to sing that. It's a fun
By
song.
Eddie Money?
There is a song called "I Want to Go Back" by Eddie Money, but that's not. The
Oh
one you're referring to.
no! Very very different. Very different.
Sorry about that.
No. But yeah, you go down and you get to sing it. It's a really cool thing. And then our section, we get to protect the drum major while he practices doing his back bends. I don't know if you're familiar with that. And so he practices that. And so we go get around him to make sure nobody kind of encloses him. And then it's time to march down the ramp. At this point, it's pregame, about 20 minutes-ish before kickoff happens. And you look out there, just wall of people. Ohio Stadium holds 104,000 people or something like that. And you can usually they fit more people, but you look out there onto the left. I mean, they just look like little specks.
Right.
And
All these people.
Everybody's screaming, "Luke, Luke!" No.
yeah, exactly. Everyone knows my name.
It's like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we come marching down.
Can you hear me?
Luke. But we come marching down. We do
Use
a
the
pregame
force,
thing. I can try. I used to try.
You have that
as a kid.
ring.
Yeah.
It looks kind of magical.
Yeah, it forces the Michigan fans away. You show it to them, they take a step back.
It probably does,
That's
actually.
funny.
Has a lot of energy. I'm sorry.
Repulses them. So I don't even know if we can have a Michigan fan on the set after this. You know, you've put all this Ohio State energy on here.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm sorry.
Let's not delve off course. So he's in the tunnel. You're getting ready to go on.
Yeah, Ethan talking about magical rings.
Yeah, it's like Star Wars.
So you get 100,000 people screaming and yelling, and just the roar of excitement is nuts. I mean, just picture yourself. The way stadiums are designed, you have all the noise going down towards the field. Okay, so you have everybody screaming down at the field. Think about every time you've been to a football game. You don't scream up and out. You scream down and low.
Right.
And so everybody's doing that.
What does it sound like?
Oh man, it's like
a rushing river or something.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, it's just like
a flowing.
I don't even know how to explain it, man.
Like a roar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just think of just like a loud crowd, but to the point where you can sometimes not even hear yourself play your instrument. It's that loud.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Wow.
Yeah. Depending on the venue you play in. Yeah.
And you're like right there.
Yeah.
Does it hurt your ears?
No.
No, it's just
No.
kind of like
Because you're locked in.
a deafening, like a
Yeah. Well, I don't know the science behind it.
like a force field or something.
Yeah. I don't. It might be, but like I don't know if it's just like you're locked in and you just don't think about the sound getting to your ear, but.
I've often wondered, are people that are in marching band, are they more susceptible to having hearing loss
good
later in
question.
life? Or
Yeah, absolutely.
They are.
Yeah, so I know a couple band directors who have had some serious hearing issues just because they haven't been wearing ear protection.
Right.
And one of the big things I harped on with my section is make sure you have earplugs. That's your choice to wear them or not. But again, you should always have earplugs on you because sometimes the stands, they can get up to 110 decibels.
Dang.
They did a study. Yeah, our athletic trainer, he's fantastic, phenomenal human. He did a study, and I think he said that on a game day experience, you get 4 times the allotted amount of sound in an hour. Something ridiculous like that. So, right, game day, games last 4 hours or so. So you're getting like 16 times the limit of sound in your ears throughout the course of the day. So you really should be wearing earplugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know a ton of people that have hearing loss, but then again, I don't talk to a lot of people who would be affected by it, later in life quite yet.
Well,
So
thankfully, though, it's only one day out of the week. But,
that's true. That's true. But in the rehearsal halls too, it gets really loud.
Oh, sure,
Sometimes you can get I get massive headaches if I'm not wearing my earplugs inside. So I try to be healthy with it.
That's good.
yeah, it's always good.
so any other things to add on game day? Just a regular, like, playing Penn State or Michigan or
Yeah, well, just the energy, man.
Energy.
The energy,
like
of
energy.
the crowd. Yeah, yeah. The energy. Whenever you play Penn State, Michigan, you go over to Penn State, you go up to Michigan. I mean, those venues are awesome. Like the Tennessee game that we hosted in Ohio this year, unmatched. Just the energy. That was, out of my 6 years of band, that was by far my favorite home game, just because every fan brought it. I mean, that was a hostile environment.
They brought it, brother.
Yeah.
They brought it
they
like a
did.
Chili's hot plate.
I think the score proves it. They
Yeah.
brought it.
Oh,
Y'all
absolutely.
know that reference? All right.
So is Michigan the most hostile place you go play?
What is the
Oh, yeah.
fan base or the team that is the rudest and the most hostile?
Yeah, who do you hate the most, basically?
Well, again, being born and raised in Ohio, my whole life, being in the Ohio State marching band, I think the team that we are grown to hate is Michigan, right? I guess I shouldn't be saying that word, the Wolverines. But I think the rudest fans I think that I've met were probably Penn State fans. When we went up there, we had a couple guys who were just completely rude to us, and we used to travel to Penn State, but I think they had to stop because the fans were throwing stuff at us. And
Ooh.
yeah, it was bad.
Man.
It was bad. So, yeah, we didn't travel there for many, many years. But overall, I mean, I haven't really had a terrible experience, but I would say that my experience with a couple of those Penn State fans on that game day when we were over there, it was, I would say, based on those handful of people, unfortunately, yeah, they got the rudest fan base. But again, there's a lot of passion that goes into it, and so you just gotta brush it off your shoulder, kind of laugh at them,
Right.
not at them, but laugh with them. Just make it a little bit fun.
Sure.
And that's what I try to do.
That's a good way to like kind of change the energy.
Yeah.
I don't know what they call it. It's like assuming something's different, with somebody, and it changes,
Yeah.
type thing.
Well,
cool.
with rude people or just with fans, just take it up as just emotion.
The brush it off.
Right.
Yeah.
Let it roll off.
Intoxication too.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Right. I mean, we're talking about college football. There are a lot of pregaming that happens. So
They don't even. Yeah. Half the time they don't even know what they're doing.
yeah. We had a guy. We were at Penn State, and he comes up to me. I'm sitting on the very end of the stands.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "Excuse me, I got to get through." I'm like, "What do you mean you got to get through?" And he goes, "My seat's in here." I'm like, no, it's not. Everyone to my left is in the band. Like, what do you mean your seat's in here?
Like the whole band staring at him, like
Yeah.
hundreds of heads, just like.
And so I was like,
Yeah.
exactly. And so I was like, man, like, no, your seat's not through. So he started pushing through. He was like, no, I'm going to walk through the band. I'm like, no, you're not. And so I like kind of stopped him, and I called the usher up, and he got him out. But
Security guy.
yeah.
Was he
He
being
just confused or like
He was just probably hammered.
Yeah, I think he was hammered.
totally tunnel vision. He was probably teleporting at that point.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Kudos
like
to him
that.
for knowing he had to get to his
Like, he
seat, just not knowing
teleported
where it
over to-
was.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Poor guy was just trying to find his seat. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, man. We're not wearing Penn State stuff.
That's funny.
So what I'd like to know is, do you have any interaction with the football team ever, or like what's the relationship like? Or do they
I was
support
going to
you
ask that
guys?
question. That's a good question.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So before we do halftime, we get to sort of interact with the football team on both sides. I think I met this Memphis football player, and we were talking. He's like, "Man, I really wish I was able to be out here to watch your halftime show." And it's like, "Oh, that's sweet." But whenever you're on the west side, which is where Ohio State sits, you can stand behind a bunch of football players. So at one point, I was standing behind like C.J. Stroud, Emeka Egbuka. I don't think Chris Olave was in here at that point. I think he was drafted. Was it man? Why am I drawing a blank? He went to the Cardinals. Yeah, Marvin. Like there was a bench of just like all these like future multimillionaires. And I'm
Future
like,
NFL,
yeah,
guys.
exactly. So I get my phone out of my pocket.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. And so you get to hang out behind them, and my sister's school principal, his son played for Ohio State too, and so one time I ran into him, so I was talking to him a little bit.
That's cool.
And so that's oftentimes where we get to talk to them. Go ahead.
I didn't want to interrupt you, but
No.
To your point, being near the football players, Daniel and I went to the Peach Bowl with Ole Miss and Penn State.
Penn
Yeah,
State,
yeah.
And we were on Penn State's sideline. And we went down from our level and went out onto the field. And I just remember, because I'm only 5'7", I have to look up at these guys.
Yeah, but you're built, man.
Somewhat. I try to work out, but that's just to make me feel better.
Try to work out. What about the 3-hour
But,
gym sessions?
He goes to the gym 3 hours a day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So they say.
Arnold
That's
Schwarzenegger.
crazy.
Back to, it's not on me. It was back to the story. So I remember with you, because you're a tall guy. I remember going out to the sideline, seeing these Penn State guys, and I'm like, I look up at other people, but
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
these guys are huge.
Yeah.
big
And I can
boys.
only imagine the same thing with the Ohio State players.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I got a text message from somebody in my section saying, "I just saw JT Tuamoloau out Canes. He got 2 Caniac combos. That's 12
Yep.
chicken fingers, 2 a ton of fries and bread." I'm like, holy crap, he's probably
Whoa.
gonna slam it too. Like, you got to keep that muscle.
Yeah, you do. I love me some Canes, y'all. Y'all be
Oh,
seeing them
That's
Canes
good.
right now?
They're building a new Raising Canes around
All right,
here.
change the photo. Change that photo. All right, we good now.
I'm sorry. But
no,
anyway,
no.
back to your story.
And so the other time that we meet the football team is a really cool tradition, actually. So the week of the Michigan game, I think it's Sunday evening, we go to the Woody Hayes Athletic Center, which is where the football team practices. And once they're done practicing, they do all their stretches. We go in there with all of our instruments, and we play all the school songs for them. We get to play Hang On Sloopy, Fight the Team. They get up there and they conduct, and it's so much fun because some of them know like they have rhythm, and other times
Oh,
they're up there, just dancing around,
acting a fool.
right.
They gone.
Just having the best time of their life. It's sweet. But then afterwards, we march Script, Ohio, and then we get to do it again, but with all the football players. And so that's really cool. So one of the times I marched with Xavier Johnson. He now plays for the Buffalo Bills. So that's really cool. Really cool to say that I marched with him. And I marched with a handful of assistant coaches too at Ohio State. And it's really neat. It's really neat to show them kind of like what we do and interact with the team members in that sort of way.
That's
and then
awesome.
Afterwards, they'll stick around and they'll take pictures with you and get to know you. For example, like Will Howard. Do you guys know Will Howard? He
Heard of him.
got He
I've
got
heard of
drafted to the Steelers. I mean, everything you hear about him online about how awesome of a man he is. I mean, I can't even like explain it to a better degree because I mean he sat there and after we were done with this tradition and he got pictured with every single band member who wanted a picture. I mean, it's like the owner of the Savannah Bananas, right? Like he'll get a picture with everybody. That's Will Howard. I mean, just an incredible, awesome, down to earth, nice guy. We gave him a sweatshirt too, and that he wore, and just
Nice.
an overall fantastic person. So
awesome.
it's really cool to meet different people.
I
and
assume a
players.
lot of the football players are fairly nice guys.
Yeah,
As well, so
and they're a lot of fun too.
I bet.
They know how to have fun.
They bring the
They know
energy.
how to party,
Yeah.
brother. They know how
Yeah.
to get it on.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's cool. And then like with the mascots too, like Brutus's, they know what's up. There was actually a video that went viral of this one girl unmasking herself with Brutus.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know, you got to find it on TikTok somewhere. But it was like the big reveal, like, hey, I was Brutus for X amount of years and now I'm moving on with my life. Well, somehow she ended up at a social event, not affiliated with band, but just around campus. And I got to meet her, and it was really cool just talking to her. Again, super down to earth person. We're talking to the school mascot, like
Cool.
Incredible person.
That's got to be cool to don that costume and just bring the energy.
Definitely. It's gonna
Really.
be an interesting job.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really neat. It was really neat. And so just kind of hearing her story and what made her want to go into it, and just it was incredible and inspiring. It's like that's really cool. That you can do Brutus and balance with school and everything else that comes with being a college student. It's quite incredible.
Yeah, that's
It's awesome.
a lot of responsibility there.
Yeah,
How cool is that?
yeah, it's neat.
I know one thing I wanted to talk to you about is like this last playoff season. I know me and Lane, we were in DC when the national championship was going on.
Yeah,
I know
But,
because you had texted me you wanted to hang out before, and
yeah,
Fortunately.
you were.
It's
there,
ironically
yeah.
like the one time we're not in Atlanta. Like
we're in LA.
yeah, I
it was the
know.
national championship, but it was okay. We were at a different
Different event. Yeah.
I'd like to kind of walk through what was that season like what were the ups and downs? How did it feel after every game? Maybe Just
Yeah.
talk a little
Key
bit about
moments
that.
you remember. Key
Yeah.
plays maybe you remember.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I mean, just with the playoff games. I mean, I just remember one of my good buddies from high school. He's also in the band at the Tennessee game. At halftime, he's like, I don't know, man. Like, I think we're gonna go to the Rose Bowl. And I was like, dude, it's 21-10 right now. You can't be saying that because we don't know. So that was something I totally remember. But then I just remember Buckeyes came back out swinging. And it was 42-17.
42-17.
Yeah, 42-17. Hold on, let me check. Actually, let's double check this. Yeah, 42-17. It's inscribed in the ring.
Wow.
Just a subtle flex right there. Okay.
But that was something I totally remember. And then just seeing the roses all around the stadium and people having them out was neat. And then
Now we're in the Rose Bowl.
now we go to the
We're in
Rose
the
Bowl. We
Rose
fly
Bowl.
out to LA, right? And it's really neat. You don't have to pay for any of the travel expenses, which is really cool about being in the band. And we traveled out with a bunch of the recruits and I think members of the dance and cheer team as well. So it was full plane. And I just remember that flight to LA is a long flight. I mean, we're talking like 3.5, 4 hours. And so everyone's
Oh,
exhausted.
bro, that ain't long. Man, I've flown 12 hours
12? Oh, dude.
down to Brazil to see a lady. Come on, 4 hours ain't nothing, man.
It's the only time he travels.
Come on, Luke.
to Brazil. But it was neat, and family was able to go to that one as well. So that they scored some real cheap airline tickets. They cashed in a bunch of airline points.
Probably
We were able to
Spirit,
fly
that
out.
big yellow.
Something like that.
Y'all seeing pictures of Big Yellow right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
A lot of editing I'm
bumpy.
about to do.
You got to pay for some ice
know.
cubes or something, right?
Right.
You got to pay
Making
for
Daniel's
everything.
job
Ice
hell.
cubes.
He's gonna have to really edit some
You
stuff.
got to pay to breathe oxygen there, I'm pretty sure. Without that mask.
Yeah, I mean, put a picture of oxygen now. Put a picture, all this stuff.
All that fun stuff. Yeah, but it was neat. They were able to go to the Rose Parade. And so just knowing that they were in the grandstands as you turn TV corner, we grew up watching the Rose Parade every New Year's Day.
Tyler,
Yeah.
you listening? I know you were in the Rose Parade.
What?
Tyler. Who's
Look,
Tyler?
my brother.
Oh,
Shame on y'all.
I was about to say.
Sorry, bro. I know he was in the Rose Parade too. You and Shelby.
Yeah.
Oh, listen.
Yeah. I mean, and he can speak to how exhausting it is. It's like 5.5, 6 miles of walking and just the California heat. It's crazy, but it's so much fun. I mean, you're talking about thousands and thousands and thousands of people lining the whole entire parade route. I mean, it's quite incredible.
And we know how parades are too. We did the Peachtree City Parade.
Yeah. In this Georgia heat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was hot. I felt bad for the people walking next to our truck.
Yeah, we were sitting up there. We had it pretty easy compared to our team that was, filming
The
and
rest of the three-flowers were on
walking
the
beside
ground.
us. Shout out to all the ThreeFlowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ray
Real.
Carson, Donovan.
Yeah, parades are
Everybody.
amazing though, aren't they fun?
Oh, they're so much fun. Yeah.
The energy's great, huh?
Yeah, just getting to see everybody too, and
Yeah.
you got all the kids waving the flags.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're making their day by giving them some candy.
Yeah,
and
there you go. We know.
yeah, that's so much fun.
So with the Rose Bowl,
love that.
would you say that's the prettiest? Yeah.
Yeah, hands down. I mean, hands down.
gotta be.
I was everything about that day's perfect. You wake up, it's like 3 a.m. Eastern time, 6 a.m. California time. You get there, that's backwards.
Is it?
3 a.m. California time, 6 a.m. here.
I think that's
Yeah,
it.
wait.
That's what it would be. Because it's 3 hour difference.
Yeah, they're 3 hours behind us.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be 6 a.m. us, 3 a.m.
yes,
there.
exactly.
So it's 3 a.m. We're bussing around L.A. or Pasadena, really, just trying to get our parade route set up and warmed up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that was nuts. But then, then we bussed over to the stadium. We were late, so we had to kind of go in. And I mean, it's a beautiful stadium. And anybody who's been to the Rose Bowl can tell you. I mean, you got the St. Gabriel Mountains in the background. By the I think third quarter ish, you get the sunset, beautiful sky. You got the mountains in the background. The energy was flowing this game for sure for Ohio State. It was sweet.
And you said this is Pasadena, right?
Pasadena, yeah, before the wildfires too, which is a very, very sad thing that happened.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, very sad. But well, I'm very thankful that we were able to get out there before the wildfires hit.
Definitely.
But one thing I remember is I got one of my best friends. I'm going to be the best man in his wedding. I was giving him a phone call in the middle of the game. I'm like, Tate, I think we're gonna go to the Cotton Bowl.
Right.
I was all excited, screaming. I'm like, man, you won't even believe this game. This is nuts. And I'm like, dude, this is crazy. And then all of a sudden, Travion Henderson pops through the line.
Oh.
Takes it to the house, and I'm screaming. I lose my voice. I'm yelling at him over the phone, and then we're playing the fight song. He's still on the phone,
Yeah, that's so cool, man.
That's
just
awesome.
listening to us play. And that's one memory that I'm
What a
never
phone
gonna
call.
forget.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
That's
that
awesome.
was probably one of my favorite
And y'all
high energy
played,
phone
for
calls.
those who don't know, y'all played Oregon.
Yes, yeah, we
40,
destroyed Oregon.
41, 21, 42, 21.
Yeah, it was, I think
Let's find out.
41. Let's look. 41-21. You were right. There
Man.
you go. We're just moving
This
up
man
the
knows
ladder
football.
Going up the, I did my research for
Holy
this.
cow.
Here we go. Good. I guess more so than I did.
So
You were there too.
And right, that's
Yeah,
embarrassing. Yeah, man. So that was incredible. And then we went down on the turf, and I rubbed my gloves in the paint just to have a little fun memory from the Rose Bowl and
Right.
little souvenir. My band director, he yelled at me. He's like, "Why are you doing that? Like, it doesn't look good." And so I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Knowing damn well I'm not coming back because I'm in my 6th year. So that was a funny situation. But yeah, and then the Cotton Bowl was crazy. We fly in Dallas, Texas, January, right? We're getting off the plane. You think it'd be like sunny, maybe in the 50s. Dallas. That's kind of what you're thinking. No, 5 inches of snow on the ground with heavy snowflakes coming down. Yeah,
Whoa.
getting off the plane. We're unloading the plane. Everyone's trying to get all the luggage off onto the charter buses we take. And it's just snowing heavy, like you wouldn't believe. In Dallas, like the one time it snows in Dallas a year, it's, of course, when we're landing a plane, having to get everything transferred. So that was crazy. And then I had Torchy's tacos on the bus ride from the plane to the hotel.
Torchy's tacos.
Oh, it was great. It was great. It was super spicy.
Shout out to Torchy's Tacos.
But let me tell you, man, that next day, I think I had food poisoning. It went south real fast.
The next day,
you're already in the south, so
We're taking back the shout out to Torchies.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Torchies, if you're watching. Yeah, he was. And so we fly in the day before the game, and I'm battling what I think is food poisoning. I don't know if it was a stomach bug, what it was, but I mean, it was just, I had to get up every like 10, 20 minutes. Dang. Yeah, it was bad. It's really brutal. And so Andrew flew in to the game to watch.
Yeah.
And I texted him. I'm like, this isn't good. This isn't good. I'm not feeling good. I'm going to need you to help me out. Because Jerry's World, where, where Cowboys play, there's a Walmart right across the street. And that's right where we park the charter buses.
Of course, across the street from the Cowboy Stadium,
right.
Walmart.
Exactly. So I told Andrew, I'm like, listen, I need you to get me 4 bananas, a bottle of Pedialyte, and a snack or something. And so we park. He's standing there. He's with a couple of his buddies, and he's like holding up the Pedialyte, all excited.
I got it.
He had a red cape on and with big S on it.
Bro hooked you up, man.
Yeah, it was.
He got your back.
He really did.
A good brother.
I can't say enough good things about him either. But man, I was on that bus just chugging that Pedialyte down in like 4 bananas. It was not
trying
good.
to get those calves all nice and plump.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want him to cramp up in the middle of the game.
Nice and just.
Yeah, but but yeah. So this is when I met Matthew McConaughey. I wasn't feeling good, and so that's
Wow.
I did
Maybe that
pregame
cheered you up some. Or?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, it also cheered me up when Travion Henderson took it to the house.
I was about to say, give me
Yeah.
some, things you remember from that game, because that game was,
yeah, that Texas game. It was back and forth, tooth and nail. I mean, it was
defensive a lot, very.
It was a defensive slugfest, 100%. I mean, there were a lot of great plays by the offense, a lot of bad plays by the offense, but a ton of great plays by the
Trying
defense.
to flex my calves on you. It's just not working.
Still in the calf.
Yeah, you can't get over them. I guess they look pretty good.
Man, it's not working. I'm sorry.
But no, that game was back and forth, and we scored a touchdown pretty early on in the game. We were like, okay, we're still flowing, and it didn't happen that way. Texas, it was like a couple minutes before the half, they score, and we're like, oh man, I don't know if we can get our energy back. Boom, Travion Henderson the pocket collapsed. Will Howard, I think he took a couple steps back, saw Trey was open, Trey did a couple cuts, boom, right to the house. Place was on fire. It was on fire. It was 70% Texas fans, 30% Ohio State fans. But man, let me tell you, it was almost like the whole thing was Ohio State. Just that play alone.
That Pedialyte hit
And
hard.
then of course you had
Crazy.
the wonderful interception that just cemented it.
Yeah. At the end. Well, before that, I mean, there was a goal line stand. There were 4 plays. Steve Sarkisian, brilliant head coach. And he drew up something different because we've had a lot of great goal line stands as a team just from the regular season. So Coach Sarkisian, he came up with a different game plan. He said, we're going to roll the team back. We're going to have a pass. It was like a 3rd down. Mm-hmm. Well, they lost a ton of yards that way. It was, in the end, it wasn't a great play because our defense just showed out. It was like 4th and 6 or 7 or something or 4th and goal, something crazy like that. I think it was goal. 4th and goal. 7 yards out. Quinn Ewers drops back. Jack Sawyer, Quinn Ewers' old roommate, gets him by the arm. Football falls off. Or maybe it was JT. One of them grabbed the arm.
I think
But was it Jack Sawyer? And then Jack Sawyer picks up the ball, runs up the ladder to the end zone. Again.
It was a fault. My bad. I thought it was an interception. That's awesome, though.
Yeah, well, it was the game-sealing play was an interception by Caleb Downs.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, again,
But I remember watching
electric.
it. I don't want to take the spotlight, but I remember watching it on TV because obviously I knew you're in the marching band, so I'm cheering for Ohio State. But I remember watching. Who was it that got his arm?
Yeah, Jack Sawyer.
Jackson.
Yeah.
I remember watching Quinn Ewers go back, and I just saw Jack Sawyer he's coming up. He's coming up. I'm like, oh, he's gonna get him. He's gonna, and then boom.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy crap,
Right.
So
Takes it to the house.
yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful. And so everybody was like, man, chance at a natty. So that was really, really cool. Oh man, it was great. And then I don't know. I think that was the play that completely took away my food poisoning or whatever I had. Like I just forgot about it from there. I was perfectly fine.
You were healed.
I was healed. Yeah, Jack Sawyer.
Got the Pedialyte. So.
And the Pedialyte. Andrew did God's work. But it was that game was incredible. And so everybody was stoked. We were like, we're going to the Natty. And after the game, every time we won, we played the opposing team's fight song on the bus. So it started with Tennessee. We played it in the trumpet room. On the bus after the Oregon game, we played the Tennessee fight song. Then we played the Oregon fight song. Everybody just going nuts. Now we're playing the Texas fight song on top of the other two.
You're like, that's another one.
Yeah, we're like, guys, we're going back to
Add it
Atlanta.
to the list.
Yep.
So now we're at the day.
Yep, it was January 20th. So I had a thought in mind. Okay, so J.D. Vance went to Ohio State. So big Ohio State football guy. If we didn't make it to the Natty, inside, this is just my own brain thinking. I'm thinking we may have gotten an invite to the presidential inaugural parade. So I don't know what would have happened, but both would have been really cool opportunities. Again, I don't know if that would have ever happened, but
the thing is,
maybe.
The parade, because we were up there. So
Yeah.
The parade was actually kind of more or less canceled.
Oh, was it?
They had like a small indoor parade, I think, but it wouldn't have been the same as like the regular
Safety
thing. So
factors, right?
Gotcha.
it was so cold that day, you could like your fingers would like freeze off.
It was horrible.
It was like brutal. We were standing out, we were waiting to get into the inaugural ball, and we were out there for like an hour, freezing cold. But I think you got the better end of the stick there, honestly, in a way. But
maybe slightly better because Atlanta. I mean, the of course again, right? Like the one time Atlanta gets really cold, it's in the 20s. It's the time we're down here. Yeah, but it was cold. Definitely not as cold as it was in DC, but it was freezing down here too. And I know siblings can vouch for that. That was crazy, but man, that national championship game, that was fun. We had a couple hours before the game started just to kind of roam the stadium, and I ran into this guy from Illinois. Pretty sure his name was Mike. I think it was Mike. So Mike, if you're watching, I remember you. Anyways.
Hello, Mike.
Anyways, what Mike did.
Hello, Mike.
Anyways, what Mike did, he's cool. Again, he went to Illinois. He works for the CFP, and his job was to put up all those window decals all over the stadium, the hotel, everything. And so I got his number, and he's like, hey, man, when I get back to the warehouse, I'm going to see what they have national championship-wise, and I'll just send it to you. I was like, okay, sweet. So he got me this, 10-foot, 12-foot long banner that just says national championship, and he sent it to me. Yeah.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
You got some good friends and family.
Good connections, good friends.
Helping you out.
good souvenirs too.
Great souvenirs, 100%. So it was funny to meet him and get to know him and talk to him. And I said, I gotta come visit you in Illinois now. So yeah, great guy, Mike. Thanks again. Really appreciate it. I still got to find a place to put the national championship banner, but it's hanging out in my house right now.
That's awesome.
But yeah, and that game was awesome. I mean, that first drive by Notre Dame, I think it took a total of 9 minutes or something wild like that. Just play after play. It was hit after hit. Riley Leonard I think he was puking after that first drive. He was just in awful shape, just completely beat to a pulp. And at this point, I'm thinking, oh crap, because we lost to Michigan earlier in the year. I was like, oh crap, this is Michigan's game plan. They're gonna try to do this and just kill us. And so I'm a little nervous, right? It's 7-0, Notre Dame's up, and then bam, 2 minutes later we score. Okay, Notre Dame's offense is gassed from that 9-minute drive that they just did, and from there it just kind of spiraled out of control. But man, that game sealing win, or I guess play, was to Jeremiah Smith. I forget exactly what they called the play. It was like an out route or something weird. Not weird, but different. I'm not a football guy, obviously. I'm a marching band.
He's not a football guru, y'all.
No, I'm not a guru like guru over here.
Oh.
But,
I don't know what that means, but okay.
but it was cool. It was cool seeing that whole play live and
It was
everybody erupt.
It seemed to be pretty much Ohio State, like step by step. It was Ohio State's game.
Yeah.
Even though the score was somewhat close, what was it, like 8 points, 31-23?
It was 34-23.
34-23?
Yeah.
Yep. So, but that was great. So, what do you remember from the last, as the seconds ticked down?
Well, I just remember I got chills. Everybody was crying. I mean, it was so emotional because, like, for myself, I came back because I wanted to experience a national championship. And so that was the moment when I'm like, holy crap, my dream just came true. We won a national championship.
Awesome.
I mean, that is cool. I changed. I could have been working. I could have been making money. If I chose different options, I could have applied to medical school and maybe have gotten in. If I applied to different schools. But instead, I chose to come back and march another year. Well, I didn't get into med school, so that was a big thing. But anyways, I chose to come back for one more season. I've foregone, research opportunities. I passed up, a lot of hours at work, again, to be in band and experience this. So it was so emotional on so many levels. And again, my family was there for the game. Very fortunate, very lucky to have been able to been in a position where everybody was there to experience it.
That's awesome.
And so Andrew, he was down in the student section. That's where he was able to get tickets. And he came down, got some pictures together. We were all in tears, just crying, hugging, just living large. It was incredible. And then we played the fight song, and we're like, oh my gosh, like, it's hard to believe we're Ohio State's national champions. And so, we're doing all of our fun songs. We're playing Fat Bottom Girls, our arrangement of it, just like having a grand old time. Yeah.
Of course, you got to play that song, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly. And then they let us onto the turf. And so everybody was down on the turf. All the confetti was coming down.
That's what I was thinking about, all the confetti.
Oh, I grabbed a whole stack of the 2025 confetti.
Oh, did you save that?
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
Yep. So awesome. I have a Ziploc bag full of it. And then all the gold streamers that came down. Right. Everybody was stuffing it in their coats. People got souvenirs from the game. They were putting all the gold confetti into these bags and just trying to haul it all away. Because, again, like, I saw on Mercari, like, bags of that stuff is going for $80.
I'd probably be eating that stuff,
Yeah, exactly.
What?
But it was incredible, man. And just everything about it, and everybody was so full of life, so full of energy, just everybody on cloud nine.
I remember your post or someone's post, but you were doing snow angels in the confetti.
Yes,
man, that's really cool.
What was that night after that like? Was it fun?
Oh my gosh, everybody.
Part A.
Well, as much as we could, we have a very strict alcohol policy, and so we're not allowed to have any alcohol on any sort of trips, including like recreational marijuana.
Wait a minute, but y'all really follow that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, to a T. Yep.
Wow.
Yep, because if you get caught, you get sent home at your own expense. So I'm not paying $1,000 to be flown home.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Ohio State's pretty clean cut.
That's good. It's really good to have those standards like that. It's probably why they're one of the best.
Yeah, appreciate that.
They take their stuff seriously.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's part of what makes it so good. I mean, we practice 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, 6 hours before kickoff, right? So, and then you got to memorize the music before every halftime show. Sometimes it's a new show every week. Just kind of depends on how the
2 hours a day, 5 dadays a week. That's a lot being in college. Yeah. And if you're working another job too, on top of that.
Yeah.
Man, how do you do that?
Yeah. So it's a lot to juggle, but a lot of us can make it work.
I think a lot of people, they really pay attention to all the effort that it takes to be on the football team.
Yeah. But
then they may not pay as much attention to what it takes to be part of like the people that really make a football game what it is, and that's the marching band. You take away the marching band, that's a big part of the culture of a football game. So it's very important.
Yeah. Well, again, it's like that's one of the things that sets NFL and college football apart so different, right? Mm-hmm. Like you have all these NFL teams that are, they might have a drum line, which is awesome. That's sick. But their songs are more like Renegade or Welcome to the Jungle, right? Like we're talking like rock songs, which is awesome. But there's something about the culture, the camaraderie, the nostalgia of just hearing your college tunes played by a live band.
It's poetic and grand.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. And so now, even today, there are NFL teams like the Commanders. And I think the Ravens also have a marching band as well.
I didn't know
you
that.
can try out. Yeah. And so it's new. It's within the past couple of years. But one of my buddies from Ohio State, he's in the Commanders band.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, and so they get really good perks too. Really good perks.
I bet.
They get. I think he said for being in the band, like you get unlimited tickets, however many you want. You get free parking. It's you get fed well. You're
Free parking.
Yeah. No, that's good.
One
I mean,
of
that's
the perks,
that's 50, dude. That's $50.
No, I'm not. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's really cool to see that NFL even wants to include marching band. But you're right. Like again, a lot of people, not a lot of people. I think people recognize that the band does do a lot of work, but I don't.
They overlook it.
Yeah, and sometimes they don't understand exactly how much work it is. Right.
Yeah.
We're
I
talking
think so.
10 hours of practices.
10 hours a week.
Yeah, and then we're spending an hour or two, and sometimes if you're young, 3 hours memorizing music outside of practice.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh,
a day.
A day? 3 hours a day? So
Yes.
5 hours total, maybe.
It could be.
So
Yeah,
studying.
yeah, it's a
practicing.
full-time job.
Yeah. Did you had a job, right? During that time?
Yeah, but I was in a fortunate financial position where I didn't have to work a ton.
So you
So
work just a few hours a week? Probably?
yeah.
Gotcha.
So whenever I could pick up, I picked up.
Gotcha.
Well, that's fantastic. You got a ring to prove it, man. You were getting a nice shirt, Ohio State, on
sir.
top of the world.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Living high.
Before we
sure.
before,
quick.
we, before we wrap it up, I mean, you got one?
I got maybe
I
two more
got a
questions
few.
real quick,
Yeah.
and then
Sure.
So first of all, what were a couple of your favorite shows that you played?
Oh
during your time
yeah,
there?
man. So I got a few from every year. So
I don't want to get my say in. I'm a big fan of Rush, and my favorite that you've done is that. So
It was Rush?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
man.
dude. That was so cool.
it was
I
awesome.
like Rush as well.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you gotta. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. But yeah, we did that one at the Rose Bowl in 21. It was awesome.
Nice.
I think my favorite shows. I don't have like a number one favorite show. I don't think, but some far memorable shows for me. Definitely the SpongeBob show. Grew up on it.
Oh,
so.
really? SpongeBob?
Yeah, we
Wow.
did SpongeBob.
Gotta
And that was
look at-
Gary's butt too. Like, yeah. So
Oh.
if you look at Gary the snail moving across the screen, I'm literally like his butt. Like there's me and there's the rest of the
Goodness
band off to
gracious.
my other side. Yeah.
That's funny.
And so that was so much fun. Just all the music was so nostalgic. And then the Top Gun show was really cool.
Oh.
Top Gun, Tom
Ooh,
Cruise.
Top Gun. Love
Yeah.
Top Gun.
This is a cool
This man
thing.
was-
Top Cruise. I don't know if I told you this. He loved the show so much that he gave everybody this little piece of paper and a shirt. And on the piece of paper it said, "Thank you so much for contributing to Top Gun and all the hard work and effort you do. I'm going to give you a private screening to Top Gun Maverick."
Wow.
So we all got to see Top Gun Maverick a week before it was
amazing.
screened
That's
for
awesome.
everybody else.
That's so awesome.
So
Yeah.
that Top Gun show, incredible, right? And yeah, Rush, I mean, undeniable on how technically challenging it was. It was so much fun to play. And then, man, this year, I think one of my favorites. We did a zoo show. Okay, so you're like, zoo show, interesting. Like, how cool could that be? Well, when you're an Ohio State fan playing a zoo show, you're making elephants stomping on an M. You're making a wolf eating an M. A block M for Michigan, right? Michigan logo. And then you're making a bear pooping on Michigan.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Yeah.
and you're playing all these fun children's songs, like songs from the Jungle Book and Hungry Like a Wolf. There's a lot of really good music. So that's got to be another one of my favorites for
Very
sure.
nice.
But I don't. There's too many of them.
Very cool.
Too many of them.
Got any funny moments?
Man, I mean, we got plenty of them. I don't know how many of them I can necessarily share, but I think a couple funny ones is everybody tried to mask up for COVID. I think we did a good job, and this was at the Rose Bowl in 2021, and everyone masked up when they were supposed to, all this and that, but one person had COVID, and it spread to like half the band.
Man.
So by the time we were taking off again. Half the band had COVID, and they had COVID tests waiting at the band center for us to take one home and everything. So like, I don't know. I guess it's not like super funny, but a funny one is. I guess there's a lot of sickness going around in the band. I promise we're clean, but somebody went to the Cotton Bowl 2 years ago with a stomach bug, and got like probably a quarter of the band sick, and so that was just another one where it was just brutal. You had band members rotating in and out.
Who brought the Pedialyte then?
No one.
Shoot,
just chugging water.
Dustin might have brought it. I don't know.
Hoping for the best. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe Dustin. I don't know. You listen? Yeah.
Very funny.
Oh,
He's always listening.
Yeah.
Always watching.
But man, yeah. I'm just trying to think. I don't know, we had somebody who got trapped in a bus bathroom one time.
Oh my!
Well, that's a
gosh.
bad place to.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That's
that
crazy.
sucks. And she was like vlogging the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
It was an experience, man.
I'd say it was.
That was.
Only imagine the smell of that lavatory.
Yeah, that one was interesting. No, we'd have our fair share of like dance parties, and you'd just be on the bus singing like Beyonce,
Sure.
whatever. Or
Yeah.
just a lot of fun songs, Dixieland Delight. Just having a grand old time, singing along, just enjoying time with your friends and buddies.
Sure.
Man, but wow. Oh yeah, one Penn State game. So I keep going back to this game where we were in Penn State. In the morning it was like 18 degrees out. Okay, and then by the time the game started, it was like 65, sunny. I had a sunburn at the end of the day. Like it was like the change in temperature. But anyways, there was like so much dew on the grass. It was crazy. So we were doing our morning rehearsal on the grass, freezing cold, and I slip.
Oh shit!
And my pants just rip wide open at the crotch. And so I'm like, thank God I was wearing black underneath, so you couldn't really tell. But it was.
Man.
You got an
I was
extra.
like,
you got a
Shit,
backup
did you
pair.
have backup?
No.
No.
They
Did you?
didn't.
Did you have to go out?
Yeah,
wore
I went
those-
out with a giant rip in my pants.
No way.
We gotta find
That
the
was-
clip now.
Yeah, we do.
That's crazy.
That was my sign to lose a couple pounds, but
That's funny.
but
Funny.
yeah, that was.
I'm
that was
surprised you didn't
nuts.
rip it at the ankle with those daggum calves.
I know.
Good God.
You keep bringing it up.
I'm sorry, man. I'm just mesmerized at this point.
Oh boy.
That's
I'm
ridiculous.
jealous,
I guess,
man. I'm gonna go home and cry.
I know.
Cry myself to sleep
Hey man, you just got to come up to summer sessions and practice a little bit. Do a season in band.
for sure.
Yeah.
Gotta try it out.
Yeah, you should.
Going back to college, do a master's degree.
Yeah, do it at
Yeah.
Ohio State.
Got to get a master's degree in gurudom or something.
Yeah, speaking of guru, I got a little gift for you for the
Oh,
guru.
really?
Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah. So
What is it?
it's a little bracelet. I think you'll appreciate this. Remember silly bands?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That was very thoughtful of you. Thank you.
Those are the
Absolutely.
trend.
Yeah.
What is it exactly?
What does it look like?
An eagle? A Coke? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a Coke. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's like
Like a
a cup with a
milkshake or
straw in
something,
it. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice. You see that?
Yeah. There you go. Got a little gift for
Very
you.
cool.
Appreciate that, man.
Absolutely.
Thank
yeah.
you, Luke.
I know you like your eclectic gifts, and Andrew helped out a lot with picking it out.
Yeah, I got to be thinking about my Diet Coke or something. Or,
Yeah, absolutely. Your Dr. Diet Kelp or something.
Yeah, or maybe Ovaltine or something. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple
Speaking of
Ovaltine.
I got to be loyal
Yeah.
to Ovaltine. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say, well, I guess kind of pivoting away from the Cavs and the Ovaltine.
Thank you,
I
man.
got one final question
Sure.
for you, and it's, what would you say to maybe any person that's part of their high school marching band, anyone that's maybe struggling to make the tryouts of their marching band team on at their college? What would be your piece of advice for them to, like, in terms of like how they should proceed, how they should practice? Just maybe words of advice and wisdom.
Yeah, you ask anybody and they're all going to give a different answer. My answer is never give up. Always find something you can improve at.
Never
and
give
stay
up.
humble. Yeah, and that's really what it is, because you're never going to be the best at anything, but there's something you can strive to become the best at, and that's how you get your Olympic athletes. That's how you get D1 athletes.
Right.
Marching in elite bands. Drum corps is a part of that. You strive and work and be humble enough to always find something to improve at. And I think that's what really sets people apart, and really taking yourself to that next step is there's a book out there called Atomic Habits, and the theme of the book is you get 1% better every day,
Right.
because eventually that 1% turns into 100%.
Exactly.
And then it seems daunting, but 100 days of improving one thing about yourself or one thing that you're doing wrong, whether your toes aren't flexed the right way, whether you have a little bit of a bicycling technique in your marching, whether your shoulders aren't necessarily parallel to the sidelines, or you can't quite get your horn angle correct, or you can't necessarily remember the specific articulation on that note that you're playing, or you forget the note of your music and you have to play it for your music check. Whatever it is, find it and fix it.
Exactly.
Because by the end of the day, by the end of the summer, you're going to be a completely different person. Ask the people that know what they're doing, and stay humble, and again, just find something every day that you can improve at.
I think
Love
that's
that.
just a good life lesson, just in general. Good.
Yeah,
You know.
I couldn't agree more. And ever since reading that book, I've really tried to bring a lot of those habits into my life, whether
It's awesome.
whether it's something socially that I want to improve on, whether it's like
Right.
interpersonal skills, whether it's, hey, I want to learn new anatomy terms before med school starts. Something small, whatever it may be. You find one thing to improve at every day, and eventually you'll just be a completely different person.
That's awesome.
And
Love that.
achieve anything you want.
And I do know that before we go, you got a gift for him, don't you?
I was about to say that. Yeah.
Oh boy, is it Ovaltine?
Oh yes, it's
Sweet.
Ovaltine. And then speaking
yes.
of improving daily, we got a little notebook and a pen for you,
Oh, no way.
which I love to write things down. If I'm trying to improve something in my life, I make a checklist.
Sure.
So there you go. There's
Dude,
some
that's
Ovaltine.
awesome.
And got your little mini composition notebook.
No way.
They see me
mix-
carry those around.
Mix a couple
That's
Ovaltine ovals, a couple large
Yeah,
tablespoons.
get your energy going, get that
with some
brine
milk,
going.
good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So you just mix it with milk.
Yep,
Ju-
hot
so-
or cold, either way.
Really? I'm gonna have to try this out.
It's pretty good.
Please do.
Try it, man.
Pap,
It's really
have milk
good.
at home? Okay, we'll try it in the morning then.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get back to you.
Yeah,
I'll
Awesome.
comment
Sure.
on the podcast. Yeah.
yeah, tell your granddaddy. Tell your
Yeah.
granddaddy about it.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I'll let him try it. He might love it.
I bet he's had it before when he was a child.
He probably did.
been
Yeah,
around
living in
forever.
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
But, well, anyway, Luke, thank you so much for joining us today, and best
appreciate
of
you,
luck in
Luke.
med school to you.
Appreciate
And
Yeah.
really appreciate you taking the time to share some stories with us about a really interesting topic that I didn't really know that much about, but it's really been fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm
Appreciate
glad
it.
to
Yeah.
hear more about it.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for having me on. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm glad to open up a little bit more about my experiences, and you guys get to hear a little bit more of my story, and
Absolutely.
kind of what makes me me. And
We've really enjoyed it.
yeah,
Well, you know
Thanks
what?
for this
Pleasure.
year.
looking forward to watching the podcast grow and
Oh,
the
yeah.
channel and everything.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
You know, I
it's
love
good
hanging
stuff.
out with you. Thank you so much for coming on, and man, let's
Absolutely.
get back. And by the way, just for you, go Buckeyes.
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd love to. Hi-yo!
Yeah, and thank you to our audience for tuning in this week, and please join us next week for more stories that will entertain, educate, and inspire. Thank you guys.
Have a good one. God bless.
catch
Bless.
y'all later.